The sun is beginning to rise early in the morning. You can feel the brisk wind on your face as you begin to take each step forward. There is no other feeling on earth than when you are running down a road on a brisk morning. These are just one of the benefits to running, at least to me it is. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I'm here to talk to you about why you should run. That's the title of my speech. Why run? Well, running is a key ingredient to a healthier, happier, and longer life. Who doesn't want to be happier and healthier? And who doesn't want to live longer? Well, running can do that for you, and even more. I've run for almost 8 years. I started in junior high and then ran in high school, ending up qualifying for state in both track and cross country. And now I'm here at SEC running collegiate sports. Today, I'll be telling you a few of the benefits of running. The 3 main points that I have for you is that it strengthens your muscles, it helps with mental health, and it reduces risk of deadly diseases. So let's get to the first point. Number 1, it helps strengthen muscles. The first thing it helps strengthen, and I want to point out, is your heart. It reduces chances of a heart attack. An article from Home Training Hero said, when you run, your heart beats faster to supply oxygen-rich blood to your working muscles. This continuous demand for increased blood flow gradually strengthens your heart muscle. The next thing I want to mention is your lungs. This better helps your respiratory system. Home Training Hero also mentions in their article that during a run, your breathing rate increases to meet the oxygen demands of your body. This sustained deep breathing helps expand your lung capacity and strengthens your respiratory system. I can personally speak on this. When I first started out, I had asthma, and I still do. But as I've gotten deeper into running, as I've run longer, it's helped me to better run. When I first started out, it wasn't easy, and I had to take a lot of breaks. But it does help eventually if you continue with it. The next thing I want to mention, and it's probably pretty obvious to you, is that it helps with your legs and your core. It may start out just like anything else that you might be lifting. If you lift one of your arms and you're doing curls, eventually your arms get sore. So when you start running, you can expect your legs and your core to kind of feel sore at the beginning. But it does get better as you get stronger. My next point in this speech is it helps with mental health. It improves your mood. Some days you wake up and maybe it's a gloomy Monday morning, and nobody likes Mondays, if they're being quite honest. But the difference between a good Monday morning and a bad Monday morning might be just the fact that you go out for a run. I've had a lot of times where maybe I had a full week, and just a simple 2-mile run in the morning helped make it all better. The next thing it helps relieve is relieve stress. WebMD mentioned this, all of these points. I should probably have mentioned that earlier. Relieving stress is something I found that helps a lot, even with my schooling. Anytime that maybe you're very stressful because of school, a job, relationship, go for a run and try it out. It helps you clear your thoughts, and you can enter back into the subject with a clear mind. It also helps with brain power. WebMD mentions in an article, running and other cardiovascular exercises help create new brain cells. This can lead to improved brain performance in some people. It also helps with better sleep. WebMD mentions chemicals released during and after running relax your body and encourage deep sleep. This does work. I've done it a lot during my past few years after a race or after a workout. But something that I've also found and you need to be careful of is that if you run too close to bedtime, it ends up having the opposite effect. You end up stirring all night. You won't be able to fall asleep. So make sure that when you do run, you have enough space between sleep. My next point, and my last point for this speech, is that it helps reduce risk of a deadly disease. McHugh mentions it reduces overall chances by 27% with even just a little running. You don't even have to do a lot, just a little. You don't have to run a lot, but that you still have the product. Zeljko Pedesic, PhD and Associate Professor at the Institute for Health and Sport at Victoria University in Melbourne, Australia, told Runner's World, it turns out more might not necessarily be better. In fact, running even just once a week for less than 50 minutes a week, or at a speed below 6 miles per hour, which transitions into a 10-minute mile, still offered health benefits comparable to those associated with higher doses of running. So it doesn't matter if you're running a marathon or if you're just running a simple 10-minute jog, you can still get the benefits from this. It also helps lower your cardiovascular disease chance by 30%, as well as reduce chances of cancer by 23%. To wrap all this up, I want to refresh what I just mentioned to you. Running helps to strengthen muscles such as your heart, lungs, legs, and core. It doesn't always start out helping right away. Just like any other muscle, it takes time to get stronger. It also helps with the mental health, such as improved mood, improved mood, stress, brain health, and better sleep. And remember with the better sleep part, to make sure there's enough time in between your run and your sleep. The last thing that I mentioned in conclusion of my speech was how it reduces chance of death through deadly disease, such as cancer and a cardiovascular disease. And you don't even have to become a marathon runner to do this. So take my advice, go run.